Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a follow-up video I did at the Clearview Mall on January 24th, 2024. As you can see, the pizza place has gone dark. They left the mall whenever their lease was up. This is actually a follow-up video to the one I did on January 18th, 2022. In just a 2-year time span, lots of stores left, including Melt's Steakery, which replaced Charlie's Steakery. I had to mute the background noise because I do not want to get a copyright strike from the music playing in the background. I am just now editing this video because last week was a crazy week at work. I hope you enjoy this walk through the Clearview Mall, and as you can see, there are lots of empty storefronts. That used to be Christopher Banks. There's Claire's is still hanging on by a thread, no pun intended. And Native Hands moved into where Payless, I forgot what Radio Shack used to be there many moons ago. So just enjoy the walk through the Clearview Mall. This day I decided to do my walking at the mall because it was pouring down rain outside. I'm like, I'll just come up to the mall, get my walking in, take some pictures, and do a video. Remember TJ Maxx? Well, they moved out to Butler Commons a few years ago. I think it was before COVID. And right now, it is a storage facility. These days, there seems to be more storage facilities than Dollar Generals and mattress stores combined. Here I am in Center Court. This place used to be bustling. Not anymore. And this is where Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny set up during Christmas and Easter. It's JCPenney's. Then there's the hallway where the restrooms are located, and that sign says the restrooms are cleaned every hour. Cow don't think they're doing it every hour. Yeah, there's a look inside JCPenney's. It's always kind of eerie looking into a former store. You think of like Black Friday, for example, the crowds, people waiting in line at the register, people checking out the clothing racks. Now, nothing. It's where Zales used to be. They actually left the mall in January of 2020. Hallmark is gone. Shoe Sensation moved out to Butler Commons or Butler Crossings. Whatever the name is. They're at that end of town. That's all empty. And they were having a toy event. And that was the weekend after I filmed this. It's where Hot Topic used to be. It's all dark. Next door was American Eagle. And just lots of empty storefronts. And the day I was there, the mall was more like a gym with people walking than a mall. And it's a great place to walk, especially whenever the weather's lousy. I saw some people stretching out, people power walking. It's a great place to get your workout in. I hope somebody is watering that tree. Guest services, it's empty, so don't expect any service from guest services. They actually did away with guest services, I think, before everything shut down. Got some kitty toys. We're walking down the corridor where Texas Roadhouse and Altmar's Western Wear is located. Altmar's actually expanded their retail space. Let's look inside Altmar's. One of the front entrances to the mall. And actually, Texas Roadhouse is thriving. An empty storefront. They're a dime a dozen. And there's a hole in the ceiling. And there's a area where where it leaks, and they have waste cans up to collect the water. Nice view of center court. There's the Hallmark store. Little history, Clearview Mall opened up in October of 1981. During the 80s and 90s, it was the place to see and be seen. On weekends, the mall was overrun with teenagers. Teens would hang out at the mall and then go over to Eaton Park or Burger King to eat, and if they knew someone with a car, they would cruise Main Street. There's Rural King. The mall door is locked, so you have to go outside to the front to enter the store, and that's because they don't have anybody to man the back register. It's where the tuxedo place used to be. Lots and lots of empty storefronts. You can see people walking and exercising. It's Texas Roadhouse. Now that place is thriving. There's usually an hour to 2-hour wait during the weekends. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so it's going to be even busier. And there's once again an arcade. In the 80s and 90s, the mall had Aladdin's Castle, which was opposite end of the mall near where the Dragon Place is now. That used to be Truly Yours. Pearl Vision is doing very well. That's one of the original tenants at the mall. Got the Army recruiting place, and straight ahead is Altitude Trampoline Park, which used to be my former employer, Sears. It's just amazing how that place just transformed into a trampoline park. Got Compradres. They serve up Mexican food. And then next to Compradres is the mall office. But I was in Altitude about 4 years ago, and it's totally different. Wow. I remember in the 80s, that store right there used to be the appliance store. So they had competition with Sears, which also sold appliances and electronics. In fact, my parents got their microwave there. There used to be Toys R Us. I vaguely remember when the mall first opened, I saw a Dukes of Hazzard racetrack there, and I just threw a temper tantrum because I wanted it. And I was 4 years old at the time. Another empty corridor. Epic fail. And that's the back of the mall. The theater used to be out to the right. Now it's a church. It used to be New Dimensions Comics. They have since moved to Main Street, Butler. King's Jewelry used to be on the right. Verizon used to have their store straight ahead. Spencer's is still hanging on. And during the Christmas season, there's be a lot of kiosks set up selling their wares. This Christmas, none of that. Wow. Look inside Claire's. Or no, Calendar Place, I mean. And there's Claire's. Payless, they closed up a few years ago. Next to Payless used to be Subway, and then became a vape shop, and now nothing. Books A Million closed up a year ago. And there's the food court. Auntie Anne's Pretzels is the only place left in the food court. Moses Jewelry closed up about 3 years ago. Boscov's is doing very well. They still have the social distance stickers on the floor, which are probably a pain to get off the floor. Nail Place, they've been gone. But Boscov's, Altitude, Rural King, and Texas Roadhouse are keeping the mall afloat. I think Moses, they went down to near Cranberry, I think Mars Cranberry area, I think. Yeah. One of the many skylights. And if you want to see what Clearview Mall used to look like before they remodeled it in 1999, go check out the Cranberry Mall in Venango County. I remember Deb Shop, Fashion Bug, they were the places to shop. Brooks Fashions back in the early 90s, the Mulholland Lane Bryant. There was a Oregon store. Rite Aid used to be at the mall. Cheapskates was a dollar store. Dunham Sports used to be Dick's, and before Dick's it was Ames, and before Ames it was Hills. I miss Hills. I love that store. Look inside Rite Aid. There's Dunham Sports. Hard to believe that was Hills. And there's where Cheapskates used to be. Right now that spot is being used for storage. Sound Control. I wonder if that company's still in business. That was a security alarm company. To the right is Dollar Tree. The reason they do not have a mall entrance is because they would have to have a register nearby, and they just don't have the hours to give. Great American Cookie Company is now closed, and they were one of the original tenants at the mall. Some people taking the break at the food court, and like I said, the mall is more of a gym than a mall. Very sad. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.